time and again I get this question in my channel, so I try to make many videos on the same topic again and again. So if you have known this topic, you can skip it. The question that comes to me is, sir, after seeing your channel and videos, I'm convinced that we should not eat non-vegetarian food. So I have stopped eating non-vegetarian food. I used to eat fish, I used to eat chicken, mutton, etc. Now I have stopped it. But I'm unable to stop eating egg, and also I'm unable to digest the fact that, or the fact you say that egg is prohibited by Paramatma. I feel that egg is an important part of our diet, and egg is very important for our sustenance. So, and I also feel that normally the egg what we eat is unfertilized. So what is harm in eating egg? So this type of question comes to me again and again. So I normally try to repeat the knowledge so that the new people can understand. See, we must try to have certain principles in our life. Like when it comes to Sanatan Vedic Dharma, Mahabharata says a very beautiful statement. Mahabharata says, Mahajana yen gata sa pantah. Kaun se marg se chale? In which path we must go, or what is the path to be followed? Vyas Muni says that don't get confused, just follow the path of Rishi Munis. Mahajana means great tapasvis, great Rishi Munis. The path they followed, you just follow. You don't need to invent your path, you just follow the same path. And we know the Rishi Munis followed the Vedic path, so it is easy for us to follow the Vedic path so that we can attain the purpose of our life. We can attain moksha in our life. So Vedas very clearly denies, prohibits consumption of egg, because the creation of egg is for a very specific purpose. The reason Paramatma creates egg, reason Almighty God creates egg, is for the bird or that animal or even human being. The human egg is created for a purpose of creating offsprings. So the purpose of egg is not for our diet purpose. Paramatma never gives that sanction to humanity, that human beings, that please steal away the egg of an animal forcefully, even if it's unfertilized, you take it and eat it. No. This is stealing others' property. We do not have rights to consume the egg of an animal or a bird, because the purpose of creation of egg is to create offsprings by that animal. Every egg in the body of the animal, every egg has potential to give birth to a new offspring. But today, we have grown a business. We have poultry farms where most of the eggs produced are unfertilized. Some of the eggs could be fertilized, could have a Jivatma inside it. Let's assume 5% out of 100 eggs. Only 5 eggs is having life inside it. So 95% of the egg is still unfertilized. So it's not like I'm killing anybody, I'm just eating it. No, the purpose of the egg is not for your diet. The owner of the egg is not you. The owner of egg is that animal, that bird is the owner of the egg. So we do not have any rights to consume egg of another animal. This is number one. And number two is, even though there is no life inside it, I mentioned very clearly, Chandogya Upanishad says that whatever we eat, the food what we consume gets converted into 3 portions, right? One portion will go as a mala, go as a waste. The other portion will go into your body, will give you pushti, will give you strength, will give you power inside your body to create your offsprings, to sustain your life, to become healthy, etc. And one aspect of the food is enriching your mind. So, jaise kaaye ann vaise hue man. As we eat, our mind also becomes similar. So when we consume tamasic food, when we consume food like egg or non-vegetarian diet, these are tamasic food. This will create lot of tamas guna inside our mind, and will create lot of laziness inside us. When you eat lot of egg, and not lot, even one egg for example, when you eat egg is 100% tamasic food and rajasic food. Tamasic and rajasic food, it will create more vigor inside your body, and it will force you to lose your brahmacharya shakti. So consuming egg will in no way give you any advantage towards spiritualism. If your aim in life is not spiritualism, then you don't need to bother about anything. Eat anything you have as you like, there is no problem. But if your aim, you have stopped eating non-veg food because you feel it's bad, So and you are spiritually minded and you want to grow spiritually, then consuming egg is prohibited, because when you consume egg and when you consume tamasic food means mostly they will induce laziness inside you, and because of laziness you will also become sexually vigorous. I cannot explain more in this. People who are married, they will probably know more. So this food will destroy your brahmacharya. This food will destroy your tapasya guna inside you. The mind will get polluted by these foods. So consuming egg is in no way going to benefit us. This is another point. Another way of looking at is see the way the egg is produced from the body of the animal, whether it is a human or it is an animal or it is a bird. The egg is coming out of that root where the excretion is thrown away from the body, right? The egg comes out of that, the organ which produces egg inside the animal body or the bird's body is the same organ. From the same organ the excretion is thrown out. So egg itself, that is giving a very clear indication that this is not a thing to be consumed as a diet to us. Egg is a सबसे गंदा चीज़ in Hindi, if I can say. Some people who do not know Hindi who see my channel. सबसे गंदा चीज़ means very dirtiest diet to be consumed. Dirty diet, because it is coming through the excretion places. So whatever purity you can boil the egg, you can clean it, you can do whatever thing you want. It is 100% ganda. It is 100% dirty. So never consume food that are dirty, because it will spoil your health, it will spoil your mind, it will spoil your spirituality totally. So consuming egg. See, when you want to leave the habit of consuming egg, or when you want to leave any habit for that matter, you are drinking, you are smoking, you are eating non-veg food, you are doing a lot of sensual things in your life, you are watching porn, you are watching other things. If you want to leave any habit like this, the only way Shastras prescribe to us is to do dosha darshana, is to see what is the dosha in this. That's called as dosha darshana. Understand the shortcomings of this, and you can understand the shortcoming of this by understanding the full philosophy. Like example, in the egg case, I told so many arguments, right? In no way egg is going to help you spiritually. So when you do dosha darshana, slowly your attachment towards egg will come out. And I understand the urge. See, inside our body there is a raga. Raga means sukha anushaya raga. Raga means attachment. The attachment power is so powerful. The attachment is so powerful that next day morning at that same time in breakfast table or in the lunch table, people say, I want omelette along with the food. I want omelette in the breakfast. So that attachment, that raga will drive ourselves to consume more egg on a daily basis. So it's not easy to leave it. The only way you can leave bad habits by dosha darshana, by pondering upon what is my purpose in the life. Many people argue with me that, see, if God prohibits non-vegetarian food, why God created lion and tiger and other animals, meat-eating animals who kill and eat and survive their life, if Paramatma prohibits non-veg food? Remember, God does not prohibit non-veg food for other animals. He prohibits only for human beings. And God gives knowledge to the human beings, not to other animals, right? God gives the knowledge of the scriptures only to human beings, because the purpose of human being and the purpose of animals are different. Do you have a purpose in your life? If you have a purpose in your life, for sure you are not an animal. If you do not have a purpose in life, if my purpose in life is same to do ahar nidra bhayam maityun, I want to do sex and then bring offsprings, I want to eat, I want to drink, I want to sleep, I want to enjoy. If that is my purpose, then I am no different than animal. Then whether I eat non-veg or not, it doesn't make a difference. But when you have a very clear purpose in your life that you want to destroy your dukkha, if you want to destroy your dukkha, you must not do those deeds which will give you dukkha in your life. And eating egg will give you so much of dukkha in this life and the next life, because God prohibits it. So this kind of dosha darshana analysis we must do. Okay, so that and that point which I was talking is the dwar, the path from which the egg is extracted from a animal body is ganda, is dirty. So don't eat dirty things. Next point is coming to the plants. People always argue that, you say that we cannot kill animals. Why are you killing plants? Plant also is having life. See, plant have life. Paramatma has created plants and vegetables for human beings to consume. And you see, when you deeply analyze using your five senses, when you analyze, when you pluck a fruit from a plant, or when you take a vegetable from a plant, or a fruit from a tree, or when you even pluck the crops from the field, after 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, certain crops will be ripened, and when you pluck it, have you ever noticed hesitation and crying and fear from those plants? Never. So it's called as pratyaksha praman. The proof is direct in front of our eyes. When you try to kill an animal, for example, you go to meat shop, the animal cries in pain. It fears your activity. It always resists it to be tied, right? When you take a cow to a butcher house, or a goat to a mutton shop, the goat cries in the morning when the guy comes with a knife. It cries it begs for life. This is why God has asked human beings to consume vegetarian food, because the basics of dharma is ahimsa. The basics of dharma is non-violence. Do not create violence to anybody else, and less violence as much as possible. I'm not saying that snake is coming inside your house to bite you. Please practice ahimsa. No, I'm not saying that. When the snake is inside your house, you must mercilessly kill it. Paramatma says in the Vedas, in the Yajurveda, when a snake enters your house, when a scorpion enters your house, when an animal which is going to harm you, like a lion or tiger, enters your yard, mercilessly kill it. That's it. Just don't think. There is no second thought about it, because your life is valuable. But can you live a life without killing a goat? Can you live a life without killing a bird? Can you live a life without killing other animals? Yes, you can. There are people who are living even today more than 100 years without any problem by consuming vegetarian diet. And by consuming vegetarian diet, you can focus more on your tapasya. You can control your senses easily. You can control your brahmacharya shakti. If you see all the Rishi Munis, they have been great brahmacharis only due to one fact, that they were following vegetarian diet. No Rishi Munis ever consume non-vegetarian food. People say, I have read in the book, in the school books, that the ancient Vedic civilizations, people used to consume, the meat of the horse, etc. This Ashwamedha Yajna, they say all these things, but they do not know what is the meaning of Ashwamedha. Rashtraam, they have not studied Shatpatha, they have not studied the Brahmana Granthas, they have not studied the Vedic Dharma in the proper Gurukul system. They can tell anything, but the reality is, Yajna, the word used for Yajna in the Vedas is Advaraha, non-violence, complete non-violence. Advaraha means where there is no violence performed is called as Yajna. In the Yajna, no violence is permitted. Violence to the tune of, you cannot even shout at your kid. Even if you shout at your kid in the Yajna, then you are a violent person. So there is no question of killing any animals present in the Vedic Dharma. So consuming egg is your own free will, but what I try to tell you is, don't consume, because if your aim is to attain samadhi, if your aim is to destroy your dukkha, don't invite more dukkha by these kind of deeds. Just analyze that how many people in this world are able to live a life without having egg, without having meat, without having drinks, without having liquor and tobacco and pan parak, etc. How many people are living happily, without any issues? Just copy paste them. And also never bring kutarka. Don't say that plant has a life, you are killing plant, so I can kill an animal. No, you cannot kill an animal. When you go and ask any animal, they will always resist killing. They want to live a life, so allow them to live a life. And Zakir Naik, foolish people like Zakir Naik argues that if you do not kill the birds like chicken and other things, they will grow large in large numbers that you will not be able to control the population of them. That's not your bloody headache, right? Why you are worried about population of the birds? You worry about your population, how many kids you are producing. Have anybody thought that, human beings are 8 crore people, so let us cut the human beings and eat because they are going uncontrollable? This is not a correct logic. This is a foolish logic. Why you are worried about birds? And if you do not, today you are growing birds population in poultry farms, and when you leave them, there is the nature, Paramatma has created Prakriti in such a way, like inside a human body, how many billions and trillions of sperms are there in a man? And when intercourse happens between men and women, how many billions of sperms are inserted? But only one baby is born, or 2 babies at the most, right? So nature will take care of everything. We do not have to worry and argue these kind of logics. Go to Paramatma, go to Rishi Munis. They say that don't consume egg. If you consume egg, you will get punished by Paramatma. So live a sattvic life. See, this video is not for those people. I'm not arguing that don't have a non-veg food. It's not my argument at all. Some people are genuine, they want to get growth in spirituality. For those people, I'm making videos. I'm not, for example, I have so many friends who eat everyday non-vegetarian food. I do not have any dvesh bhavana, do not have any hatred towards them. It's their complete right. You are killing an animal and eating, it's your right. You are executing your right, and you will face the consequences because the Supreme Judge is waiting somewhere. So you will face the consequences and results from Paramatma. So I do not have any hatred or any bhavana that please stop eating non-veg food. No, that's not my concern at all. Since somebody has asked this question, and many people have this question repeatedly, I get this kind of question. My suggestion is no egg. If you want to consume egg, it's your free will, right? So our aim in life is to destroy our dukkha, trividhi dukkha, and one of the ways to destroy our dukkha is to attain sattvism. We should go towards sattvic practice in our life. We can still become healthy without consuming egg, without consuming non-vegetarian food. Your mind can be more peaceful. You will be able to have proper sleep by following the Vedic practices. That's what I can say. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.